Yeah, this is going. So, I'm just gonna be ranting for however long about, phases 4 and 5 of like the MC. Sorry, this is really awkward. Phases 4 and 5 of the MCU. Because it's not like a stretch to say that not a lot of people enjoyed it, but like, I'm a big Marvel fan. I oh, over there. Oh wait, no. Yeah, yeah. There's like shelves over there, just dedicated. I'm a Marvel fan. And it's like I didn't hate phases 4 and 5. I know they get a lot of hate. Especially phase 4, which I think's a bit more, you know, I don't know the word for it, but like deserved. But here I have some notes I'm gonna pull up because there's a lot of things to cover. Um, Endgame, first of all, because it ended after Endgame. I don't want to say Marvel is still good. They're still making good content, but we'll get into that. So, Endgame was a really good ending. Like, you know, Tony's dead, Nat's dead, Steve's old, and probably dead by now. Um, and it was really good. Like, they, I hope. Holy shit! Sorry, I'm really bad. All right. Um, Phase 4. The main thing is that it feel like it didn't have direction. A lot of it was trying to set up Kang the Conqueror, who I want to talk about, because he had really good potential to become a really good villain, and people are like, oh well, Jonathan Majors ruined it, and it's like, oh, it didn't happen because of him. They could have just recast Jonathan Majors. They could have just recast him because they already were building up Kang so much. There's a script of the Kang Dynasty like thing online somewhere. I liked it. I thought it wasn't bad. That's my rubber band. Sorry. Um, it wasn't a bad script. Like I liked it. I liked everything they were setting up with Kang, especially in Loki. I'm a Loki fan. He was really good at that. And then even in season 2, he took a bit of a backseat, but he was still really good. Um, I haven't watched Quantumania, but I've seen stuff and I've heard stuff. And it also, Quantumania ties into that, Kang script where the movie starts off with like him after he gets it's like it's like he gets like ah he's like pulled into a rift thing. I haven't watched the movie. Um, I don't know. But like, you know, um, he was defeated, and people are like, "Oh well, he wouldn't have worked if he was defeated by the freaking Ant-Man." First of all, showing Ant-Man, bro. Um, Second of all, it still would have worked. You know how many? It's 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 the multiverse. There's infinite. You know. Um, yeah. There's a bunch of. I'm really bad at talking. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, Phase 4 didn't have much direction, and the direction it did have then was just thrown aside for, Doctor Doom, which I'm hyped for Doctor Doom. Um, but then my second talking point is that the multiverse kind of killed stakes. Uh, Logan, he came back in Deadpool and Wolverine. Loki, that's not multiverse, but that's still, and I love Loki, but um. Stuff like that. They bring back dead characters. So it's like if your favorite character dies, they'll probably just come back. I think there's good stuff where they use the multiverse, especially for like grief and loss. No Way Home was really good. I think it was a pretty perfect use of the multiverse, which I'm also, really hyped for the new Spider-Man movie. But almost every other, thing where it used the multiverse, it's like, oh well, they'll just come back and they'll get a replacement. So, um, you know, The other thing is, the Disney Plus just cranking out shows. It's Secret Invasion. It could have been so good. I really like Nick Fury. Was Miss Marvel was in that, right? I didn't watch it. I gotta watch my Phase 4 stuff. Um, I watch a lot of it. I just don't watch a lot of shows. Um, but like it could have been a movie where, the Avengers get back together to take down the scroll on Earth. Um, and I know it was like during COVID where you couldn't go to theaters and yada yada, but like they could have just put out movies on Disney Plus, but it's like long ass shows, which I mean I enjoy some shows, but like, you know, but this isn't to say that like it was all bad. No Way Home. Dude, I have such a fond memory. I was over at my friend's house, like down the road. It was like me and this is sad. It was like me and three other friends, and one of this other friend was like the guy I haven't seen him in years. But like that was like one of the last things I remember doing with him was watching No Way Home. It was a really good movie. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I don't know. Which way do I angle the camera to show? Okay, got fat arms. Um, that's a Star-Lord helmet. Big Guardians of the Galaxy fan. I think, especially James Gunn. I'm gonna do a DC video at some point because I love DC as well. It's Superman. Um, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was great. I think I'm glad how he handled Gamora. I was talking about earlier about it killing, stakes and people just being brought back. I think him doing what he did with Gamora was good. Loki, like I've already talked about, it's Phase 4. It's one of the best Marvel shows and just media ever made. And Thunderbolts. I like Thunderbolts. I didn't hate Brave New World. It gets a lot of shit. Fantastic Four was pretty good. Um, you know, but the other thing is like the people going to see Marvel movies now are like just Marvel fans. Like you're not a cat you if you're just like a casual fan, I mean you still go see movies maybe, but like you kind of gotta catch yourself up. Thunderbolts, you gotta know Yelena's story from Black Widow. You gotta know who Bucky is. Everyone knows Bucky, but you gotta know who Bucky is. You gotta know, oh fuck, what's his name? John Walker. You gotta know him from the show, which Bucky's also in. Captain America, and nope, that's the movie. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You gotta know. You gotta know Ghost from Ant-Man. You got it. Ant-Man 2. You gotta know the Red Guardian from the Black Widow. It's like it's you. I know people are like, oh, I don't want to do my homework. And I'm like, I sometimes find that a stupid argument because you can just go watch the movie. But all of these characters were like previously established. So it's like Bob. Um, but like, yeah, sometimes you feel like you have to kind of do your homework, you know? It was a good movie. But like now casual fans won't like go see it really because they'll be like, oh, well, I don't really know what's going on, yada yada. Um, and then Doomsday. I'm I'm a bit excited. Like I've been excited for Marvel movies. I, I'm getting a call. Sorry. Hello? Okay. Sorry. I don't have any script for this video. I have bullet points. And they're calling me again. How do I turn this off? Stop calling me. Sorry. Here, I'm gonna put this on Do Not Disturb. This is a really shitty video. Um, Doomsday. I'm hyped for Doomsday. We're like 9 months out. Today's the 11th, so 9 months and a week out from Doomsday. So hyped. But also, I'm kind of scared for Doomsday. They're having the Russo brothers do it, which, that's pretty. I love the Russo brothers. They did Endgame, and Endgame was awesome. But then them bringing back RDJ. I don't hate this. A lot of people hate this, which I'm like, chill. Come on, guys, chill. Um, but also like they're like, oh, well, he's just gonna be a Tony Stark variant. I wanna talk about this theory. I saw this on TikTok. The great place of TikTok. That where the timeline the Loki from the show's from. He he like that's the New York that they travel back to. Guess who else is in that New York? Tony. Um, and I've seen a thing where like Ant-Man kicked out the little pin in his chest. Doing that. But then it's like they leave and they're like that Tony, he like sees what happened and he starts he just survived the wormhole. So it's like super paranoid and stuff. Um and like he learns about time because they time travel to him. And then time that connects to time lines. That's like timelines. Uh, and and then he becomes Doctor Doom. I love this theory. It's probably not gonna happen. It's gonna, but I think him being a Tony variant wouldn't be the worst. 'Cause, I like Tony. Um, but yeah, more about just Doomsday in general. If it doesn't do well, I mean, it's gonna do well. It's gonna make a billion, 1.5 billion minimum, minimum. Um, and like, but like, dude, if people just don't like the movie, I think Marvel's dead, even with the reboot. Because like now it's like who wants to see a reboot? Because like, well, actually, no, I think you know what I mean. I'm really bad at talking. I'm sorry. Um, but it's like that will get because right now everyone's shifting to DC. I don't think that's crazy to say. Even with the Lanterns trailer getting hate. Um, and like just like Teal'c called the Supergirl movie. They said it looks bad. I cannot wait for Supergirl. Oh my God. Um, I mean, so I think the public is shifting to DC. But if Marvel, that little eagle image. Um, what the fuck? Sorry, I have a lava lamp. Just um, if they do well, like the public's gonna go back to Marvel like it did 10 years ago. Like people are gonna be back on Marvel, and and then DC, it's already kind of failing. I think Paramount bought it, and so Marvel has a really good chance, and I think they're gonna do good for Doomsday. I think they have a good plan. I like the Russo brothers. I hope Hulk is in it. I haven't seen a lot of Hulk mentions. Look, I have a Hulk thing right now. I made this. Hold on, I don't know if you can see. I'm looking at in my notes. It says Hulk, and it's green. But yeah, Doomsday. I think they're gonna do good. I'm watching it opening. I'm watching it the day it comes out. I'll like kick some kid out of line for it to buy a ticket. And I hope I'm wrong about it being bad, but I have high hopes, and I hope, especially after the reboot, I believe that Marvel will do well. Also, here's the lava lamp. It like I kind of want to, you know, a really cool lamp. Um, yeah, subscribe, guys. I'm gonna post like a DC video soon.